today's video, I'm going to be showcasing this Teferi flyer list. Playing the Kaya flyer list just made me want to play some more flyers, and this is pretty much as close as I can get to playing spirits in this game, because you're basically running flyers with some form of disruption, and that's, you know, kind of my cup of tea outside of control. So basically I like denying my opponents fun, is pretty much what I'm trying to tell you. So we're running Lingering Spirit, 1-drop 1/1 flyer, because Griffin 1-drop 1/2 flying on my turn, which is all that matters. So actually it makes it easier to dodge removal because they can't plummet this. Yeah, just a neat little thing. Silver Griffin, 2-drop 1/3 flyer. Vindictive Shot at the end of your opponent's turn, destroy the strongest enemy creature that damaged you this turn. Allows us to ignore their stuff while we go face because we have removal via traps. Negate, so they can't target our flyers down. Welkin Tern, 2-drop 2/2 flyer. Not much to say there. Teferi Staff, just to give us whatever traps we need for the particular matchup that we're in, whether that be removal, you know, maybe there's debut effects we want to stop, maybe we need stuff like Disorient because it's cheap and it'll help us race aggro and so on. Immolating Glare, after your opponent attacks, destroy the strongest attacking enemy creature. Just so if you're not aware, this gets around ward because it's the strongest, so it's not targeting anything, which is really nice. I decided to actually put in Path to Exile, and this is the last change I made, and that is because I wanted to have something that got rid of Young Pyromancer, and I wanted to have something that gets rid of like Mizzium Monstrosity and stuff like that if they get out of control. Power Word Stun doesn't quite do it because Pyromancer just would continue to stay around, and so I wanted some hard removal, and I also wanted to make sure if I went up against Sarah that I had a way of dealing with some like large flyer. So I put it in here. It might not be necessary at all, but I'm just being on the cautious side right now. But this could come out for what I had was under my watch or something like that, under my watch, because if they targeted a flyer, it would make a 2/3. But I'm gonna try this out for now. Call the Wind. It's a trap and a flyer, so it's like this is like the homie. It's like the super home for this card, right? And then we have Absorb. If you're gonna place a card that costs 3 or more, counter and heal yourself for 3. Same thing as Negate, just, you know, doesn't have to be just strictly against protection, them targeting us down. Just stops your opponent, heals yourself some. Teferi's Acolyte ended up making room for it. The next trap you arm this turn costs 2 less, so you can play like a turn 1 or turn 2 flyer, then play that, and then you can protect yourself with negates and vindictive shots. Let's see. Martial Aerialist, 3-drop 2/4 flying ward, absolutely fantastic. Dungeon Geist, 4-drop 2/2 flying, debut, stun an enemy creature for as long as this remains in the arena. So this is like our pseudo removal, but again, it's really easy to get rid of, so that's why I went with Path of Exile on top of it. Again, it might not be necessary, but I'm leaning on the side of caution. And then we have Highwind Heron, 5-drop 4/3 flying, debut, give all other friendly creatures with flying +1/+1. So this is just our Lord, you know, can just basically turn our clock around. Like this becoming like a 4/3 is pretty good, I think. And then we're running the Moorland Haunt because I would not mind at all getting back a Lord or getting back this, and then anything else it gets back is just going to be, you know, a 1/1 flyer, which is completely fine with me. And yeah, so that's the list. I'm curious to see how well it does. I think Dungeon Geist and this are the only epics in the list. Yeah, so 3 epics in the list, and that was not like I wasn't trying to make it budget. It just ended up being budget because I think this is like, you know, really close to the best way of running this archetype. So let's get into it. I'm praying to the card gods that I don't get clapped this morning, but we'll see. 58. I'm not sure when the season's gonna reset. I checked the Discord to see, you know, if they're giving us a time frame or anything like that, but I'm assuming it's probably like a week or so out. Well, this is like the one person I didn't want to play against because they constantly heal and they have a lot of flyers of their own, so I think this is almost like an auto loss for this deck. But yeah, I was really hoping that I wouldn't see this in this video, but it can't be helped. Maybe they're like the super like aggro version, and maybe I can beat them down that way, but on paper, it's not very good. Depending on what kind of Aerialist they are. Okay, the fact that they have that tells me they're like the greedier version, which I'm not you know, super excited about. I'm gonna try and curve because it's like my only hope, really. Okay, or I could just only have this to play.
I am not a goddess. I am a planeswalker. Be soothed. I'll take the
Okay, so they are aggressive. I'm gonna throw up the negates. And next turn, if negate hasn't been used, I'll just play Acolyte, block, and have a negate up, so could be worse. That's a little underwhelming. I didn't see the paladin thing. They didn't have it, right? They didn't. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but could be worse. Very nice. They passed. I'm a big fan of the passing. Hopefully they try and do something with the spell, but I doubt it.
Everybody look at me.
That's a... Oh, give himself +1/+1 for each other friendly creature. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this just because I want to have as many targets for that as possible. And I'm not in any immediate danger.
I do not fight alone.
Really glad I put in the Path to Exiles because the 4/4 Angel coming out next turn would have been really bad for me. So.
To me.
All right. Let me think about this for a moment. So I could use this opportunity to Heron, which would not be bad. Or I could hold up Negate and Absorb and just kind of protect this and start swinging for 4 every turn. It's just that next turn when this comes out, I'm going to have to Path to Exile to deal with it. Yeah, I mean, this is like the last turn I can even apply pressure. So I think this is the last turn I don't just shields up every turn. Pretty sure. That's a really cool animation. If they use her signature spell, then that'll take like, you know, half the turn at least. Path to Exile and Negate, or Path to Exile, Absorb is the play next turn. We can erase that.
My studies. I stand vigilant.
Okay, that makes me think that they don't run Day of Judgment. Obviously, this isn't the list that does that, but being sure is always really nice. Okay. That really messes up what I'm trying to do. Yeah, that was like the worst possible thing that could have happened to me. So I can remove this, hit him for 10, and hold up Negate.
I forgive you.
Okay. I could even play this out for another chumper first, actually. This is more mana efficient. I'm not really scared of any like single spell that's under 3 cost. because even her signature spell costs 3, so this should be okay. And I can just take all the damage this turn and just attack face. So I'm really glad this isn't like the angel heavy version, the version with the Day of Judgments and the men's and stuff like that. So this is the version I see more often. So the other version is probably just too slow. And there's the absorb. And even if they have like one more removal spell, I still should be okay. It would be 7 if they got rid of one of the 4 3s. I don't care about any of this. This is 12. I'm not making it any easier with any stupid combat tricks. I don't know what they're holding up. You know, I'm just not interested.
Drink deep from the
Okay, we have Negate, so if they have something defensively, we still win. Yeah, it's 11, exactly. Yeah, that path to Exile, if I hadn't put it in the list last second, being cautious, I would have lost this game.
I bear you no
Or it'd have been a way harder just to deal with that 4/4. So, super glad I did that. Before the video started, I had like shrunk my webcam thing. I just wanted to see if I could get away with a smaller square, see if it looked better. I didn't realize that the frame wasn't all the way down, but I think I got it though. Like, I don't think it's like yeah, I don't see any negative space anymore, so I think I got it. Sorry about that for the first game. Frame's a little out of place. Ajani is also going to be pretty difficult, but I do have Vindictive shots and glares, and I'm hoping my flyers just win out, right? So I'm only interested in the, you know what? I'm not interested in any of it. I want flyers. Okay, well there's a flyer, so I have 1, 2, 3. Again, I'm very happy and glad I put in the path to Exile because I'm seeing a Johnny, so. We gotta start poking them as soon as possible, because when they start snowballing, there's just nothing that can be done. Just dead meat. Okay, we're getting all this online. I gotta get a presence on the board first, and then just protect myself. So if I can start slapping them for 4 a turn while protecting myself, then hey, I don't know what's happening. I'm just holding that up in case there's something really weird, like a glare or something. Okay, I'm gonna keep the absorb up, I think. Yeah, I am. Fantastic. I'm just gonna go Acolyte, hold up Vindictive shot, I guess. I would really actually like to do this and see if I get Negate, because Acolyte doesn't really do it. Does it? What am I worried about on 5? Nothing really. Yeah, I want to see my options. That was easy.
Let's mix it up.
I'd rather hold up this if they have something with haste rather than just adding 1 power to the board. I don't know what they're running. This is a really weird list. Yeah, I was assuming it's debut spam because of this.
Excellent.
And this is never gonna touch me. So yeah, we're cooking now.
Let's mix it up.
Well, maybe it'll touch me, but it'll die after. This is exactly how I like dream this deck would play out. It's nice when a plan comes together.
Excellent.
That sucks. That's why Negate's so good, folks.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't care about taking the 9 damage right now.
I remember other.
What? I hate they can't read it. Draft a creature and add 2 copies of it to your deck. Flying. Okay. Of course they have to have a flyer. At least it's just a 1/1 though. Now I'm going to get 2 draws as well.
Right on time.
I just don't want my land to go off, but since I said that, it probably will. Okay, that's really good. Well, first things first. Makes sense. Okay. So I think I'd rather go wide, so I can go like 2, 1, absorb, and this sets up like a really good Heron turn if I ever top deck it. And I mean, I have 18 cards in my deck, so and I haven't seen one yet, so it's not, you know, super unlikely. Really glad I have absorb right now.
Excellent.
They might have a grudge match. Second grudge match. Yeah, so they were like super. I don't know. I know I've mentioned the matchmaking all the time, but it just feels really convenient for my opponent sometimes. Okay, so I have glare and I have absorb. I think I need to add to the board some more.
You go low,
Otherwise,
I'll go
this is
high.
never going to end. What gave that +1/+1? What did I do that gave it +1/+1?
All together. Practice makes perfect.
Any idea on that?
Excellent.
I'm really confused. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at it after the game. Okay, well apparently my land just wants to not let me get past 6 mana. But that's, you know, could be worse, I guess. Don't really care about this thing, if I'm being honest. So what's the proper course of action here? I actually think it looks something like this.
Let's mix it up. Please and thank you.
I could arm absorb, but didn't they just put the 1-drop on the top? So I think I'd rather just mana short and get 2 draws. Okay. And we have another glare, another exile. They should die first, especially because after this turn I'll get 2 more draws and I still haven't seen Heron yet.
Stand back, everyone.
Yep.
Good morning.
Yeah, none of this matters. This is why I love flyers, because your opponent can just make giant stuff like this, and it's like, whatever, bro. Sure. This can block the 10/10, so I already see the better value on the board, so why am I going to block the 7/7? Thought I'd get a little bit more than 2 mana, but that's
Right
okay.
on time.
Yeah, and if I could draw some negates, I can also just protect these and make his board do nothing. Well, if it keeps giving it to me, I'm gonna keep taking it, right? Okay.
My studies.
I didn't know I was gonna do this, and the health didn't super matter, but I guess I could have blocked last turn. Like, I almost want to play two of them out. That way I can ignore the 5/5. Yeah, this has got to be really frustrating to play against. I'd be frustrated.
Flock these weeds.
Do, 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 do. Oh, 1 and 2. Do I have 10?
Stand back,
3,
everyone.
6, 7, 8, 9. Of course. Alright, Heron off the top, baby.
Excellent.
Heron off the top, baby. Oh, I saw the white. I was like, yes. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna remove that. We have glare, we have absorb, we have this. Like, we're super fine. First things first, I'm gonna absorb. And then I might as well glare as well. And we're just gonna play a 2-drop. Yeah, so this seems like a really good budget option to use to climb because it just seems really strong.
Nope. Try again.
At least against certain things, and I would imagine it probably gives control a super headache. Yeah. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, guys, I think I will call it there. Nice 2-0. I wasn't sure how it was going to perform this high up, but it performs very well. I think there's like the right amount of combination of like removal and interruption, and I ended up shaving. You guys didn't see any of that thought process, but I ended up shaving like 4 to 6 flyers because I was like, you know what, I really don't need that many flyers, and I think I got my ratios right. I definitely think you need to have Path to Exile in. I think that was super important. But yeah, the deck felt really strong and did exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to thank you guys for all your support. I think right now I'm only, let's see, I think I'm 58 subs away from 1,000, which is unbelievable. I'm really excited. I'm checking that thing constantly. I hope you guys had a good holiday, and I will see you guys tomorrow.